hear this as well. I am hearing a pretty intense game of rock, paper, scissors going on somewhere around this arena.
This guy ain't nothing. This guy ain't nothing.
I'm just gonna be quiet and watch.
Rock, paper,
As we're gonna.
You're gonna be quiet and watch.
Hey, I was gonna catch it. Good cross pass now going to Strem as they just trying to set themselves up for some offense. Strem though, that good man defense coming from Infinite as Mag now coming in. He's gonna do some spinning around into the hands of Glover. He's gonna get them to Strem and Strem gonna put that one in.
So Q rolls out, gets it over to Ender. Finding a pass over to midline. Speedy takes that soft one right back up to Ender. So good look to hit him in his stride. Another good pass there to QL Young, and he'll go for that just head-on goal. Ender's receiving that one. Great save from Alduin. Another save! Alduin again! Feels like we're falling for the first time. Again! Ridiculous! 3 consecutive saves head on. When I can't go to sleep. Going in and finally gets a goal, but it was not easy at all. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the streams tonight. We got two simulcasts, I guess you can call them, between the couple channels here, VRML 1, VRML 2. Of course, this channel is VRML 2, and we're going to get started soon with a match between Galaxy. It's close, okay? Get tongue-tied sometimes. Gravity, entirely different team over on the other side of the pond. But yes, Galaxy versus Space Force. All these space-themed names. Love to see it. But Galaxy is coming in here, playing early on tonight as well. Not able to secure a win. Granted, it was a bit of a tough match because they had needed a last-minute sub. It ended up being Autistic Gamer coming through in that match. And he joined Galaxy in their match against Guinness. That was a few hours ago. The thing is, the first match was really close. The first round, that is to say. Off the top of my head, can't remember now. I believe it was something like 11-6 maybe. And then the second round came along, and we had their sub had crashed out or disconnected, and maybe cable issue. I'm not sure what exactly the issue was, but there were, you know, a couple resets in that match, and then there came a point where their sub was actually just kind of gone. He was in the arena, but out of the headset, maybe a cable issue, but either way, had disappeared for a few minutes, and because of that, it led to, I believe, a mercy or close to a mercy right at the end. So it was kind of a tough turnaround for Galaxy because, you know, we mentioned I was casting that with Dimwee. And, sorry, just listening to the players, they're calming something here. But, yes, so it's tough because Galaxy, as I mentioned with Dimwee, they've been improving week to week, but their roster situation, not always the most consistent. And, you know, because of that, I mean, hard to gain traction sometimes. And, you know, we've seen that from multiple teams in the past. In last season, or preseason, I always say last season, but preseason, we've seen it in this regular season with teams, you know, like, I guess, newer teams I come to mind like Chaos in the preseason, where they were, you know, not having that consistent roster. And once they started getting it together and start building that chemistry, which they have in Season 1, you see them improving now. You see teams like, I think, you know, Space Force even does kind of apply there. You know, experienced players on the team, but they've been trying to find their own traction lately as well. And they have won 2 of their last 4 over here in Space Force, so starting to build up a little something. But yeah, you know, 6 foot over, another one of those teams, I think. I mean, there are a lot of teams with very talented players on there who I could all see easily climbing the ranks given enough time. But it's just a matter of the chemistry. You know, anytime you're going up against teams who have been together for extended amounts of times, or even just a couple months, it's going to be tougher. You know, as much as chemistry, or as much as individual skill matters, it's always going to be the chemistry that comes into play. So I think for Galaxy, they're going to get there. And I'm excited to see them. And someone said in the game saying, "I love you, but chill." I'm chilling. What is it? What is it? What is it that needs chilling on my part? I'm just calling it like I see it, which is to say, you know, Space Force coming along very nicely. Here, let me unmute. I'll unmute them.
Chilling, throwing out invites forever now.
So you guys don't think I'm crazy. I'll let you into the comms there. Oh, now they're ready. Of course. See, I was trying to talk to the stream and listen to these players' comms at the exact same time. A little bit of a task. But that said, we do have all 4 players in. Also, hello to Robo Creator in the chat joining us today from Echo Combat. Good to see you. So just about ready to start here. Galaxy over on the left side, orange side. Faircar, Chucky Joseph, Flem Enthusiast, and Autistic Gamer over on Space Force. Ender's Lot, not Ender's Slot. Anime for Life, Lanzan, and Pyro Polar Bear. Lanzan providing us that awesome video we played at the beginning of the stream. Appreciate that, of course. But now we're getting ready to start here with the first round. So, ladies and gents, without further ado, it's round 1 underway. First taken here maybe by Space Force. I take it back. Just losing it and now letting it loose is Autistic Gamer. How about that? You can hear the Space Force players commenting about that bounce, but you know, good fortune for Galaxy. That is a quick triple for them to start this one off. Only 9 seconds into that shot clock. Robo Creator in the chat saying, I just finished casting like 4 combat games in a row. Goodbye, voice. Yeah, it can be tough. Definitely, I've had to take voice rests over in week 4 and 5. I had to really take it a bit easy. It does definitely, I don't know, it piles up on you if you do enough of them, especially in a row like that. Like these busy weekends. I know for VRML, the weekends are always the busiest for sure. Fridays and Sundays especially. Saturdays are kind of hit or miss, but Fridays and Sundays are always incredibly busy. But I don't know, for me, it's one of those things. There are techniques and things you can use, you know, learning how, like posture and how to project without straining your voice, things like that. But you know what? Letting loose that straight on the goal. It's Pyro Polar Bear. Nice shot. Assisted by Ender's Lot. So tied up here, 3 apiece. And Pyro Polar Bear, he's one of those players, a bit newer to me as far as competitive play, but you know what? He's been impressing. Last time we saw Space Force a few days ago, I believe it was Pyro who was really piling on some points. You know, by the dozen it almost seemed like, with some strong shots. Right there, though, the strong punch. Faircar getting stunned, lands and does get the clear. And now taken back by Flem Enthusiast. Into the corner now they'll go for the disc. Galaxy trying to find some passes, bouncing off every which way and then back into the lane. Arrow Knight saying, let's go Pyro, and says, I believe Pyro is 3rd all times in pubs played behind Ender and Chrome. Well, there you go. Good to know. Thanks for that trivia. I was aware of Enders, obviously, but not aware of Pyro Polar Bear. That is impressive. Right here, trying to go in. There's Ender's Lot, the 10K game man, going for the Pyro Polar Bear assist. So Pyro getting that dish from Enders. So vet to vet. And you can bet that's going to get them the lead here now. 5-3. So again, appreciate everyone joining us here on VRML Channel 2. Over on the first channel, Channel 1, we have Adrenaline. Team Adrenaline making their debut against Spaghetti. And that's being casted by Sir Dimwee. So a pair of casts at the same time, getting them both casted at once. And over here, all at once, it's Chucky Joseph getting the disc. Faircar weaving it, bobbing it, but losing it, dropping it here as Pyro takes it over, sends a clear, and intercepted by Flem, playing the back line nicely for Galaxy. So a pass up there. That's a good angle, but couldn't quite get the grab, or the shot rather. Now missing the grab. Faircar trying to take it over, but losing it to the bottom of the floor where Flem and Chucky Joseph are both there to recover. So still some more chances here. Some good passes we're seeing from Galaxy. There it is again. Trying to dodge on through, send a multitude of passes. If they can get one more, maybe just off and taken there by Anime. So great passes by Galaxy, but on that last attempt couldn't get the look they were trying to get. So Flem Enthusiast, so again, playing the back line, doing a very good job of getting intercept after intercept, it feels like, as Autistic Gamer takes it here. Looking for a shot. That one will be off, and as sending it off now will be Pyro with a clear. But guess who's in the back line? Finally missing a grab is Flem. Oh, no, that's so close to the goal. I was nervous for them. You can even hear Flem also about to let a scream loose, it sounded like, based off that. But luckily avoiding it. Ender's Luck now coming here on the offense. It's a 2-point lead for them. They have a chance to expand it by a couple more, perhaps, off of some passes here. Ender's going to the barrier and cannot get it to the goal. That dies from the goalie. And Flem trying to get it through, but bad bounce goes right back to Pyro's hands as he lets loose. Oh, a deep shot. What was that bounce? Pyro Polar Bear. What a turnaround that was. I gotta almost look at this replay. Unfortunately, it's smaller on my screen. But look at that. It looks like, yeah, so it just bounced off that edge. You do not see that often. In fact, I've only ever seen that happen once before, at least as a spectator. And that was in Bear League. Beer League. I'm just gonna say it. Why not? It's Saturday. But yeah, so I think that was Gilligan who made a shot like that. So what a weird bounce that was. But you know what? Very fortunate for Space Force. Right now, Galaxy looking for some more passes. Honestly, their passes have been really good here in this round. It's more so, I think the positioning maybe. If they can get a barrier pass. Never mind. Don't need it. Fair car. Says take that, Palidore. I'm going to score some more. And there's 5 points now for Galaxy. Looking good on that one. But yeah, Fair car's Galaxy's passing as a whole right now has been very good. I think the only thing they could maybe do better, just as a, coachador tip, I suppose. I got to be careful with those because sometimes teams don't want it and it comes across badly. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Galaxy, and it's I just want to point out. I think maybe if they look for more barrier passes or backboard passes, that's really the only thing, and that one's gonna ring for 3. Anime for life. I'm surprised he got that through, considering the defense was so piled on him there, wearing them like clothes, but still, Anime made the most of that shot, and now it's 11 points. So Galaxy will go back on offense, and let's see what they do, what they roll out with here. So 3:41 left on this first round by the bye. There's Flem getting it by and over to Chucky. Chucky getting a pass now. Autistic Gamer. Gamer looking for that cross on over. Lots of heavy contesting. There's Faircar, though, pulling away with it. A pass up top, a little too high. Going to sail into the back line, I can only assume. Indeed, I was about to say, Flem must be there surely, and he was. So gets the possession back. That deep cross will be cut off, but not cleared all the way through, at least not quite yet. It'll take a few attempts, a few volleys here for Pyro and Co. And another rebound here to Space Force. Maybe no, it's actually Galaxy coming away with it. Into the pocket it goes. There's Lanzan and Enderslot looking for the gather on the stacks. Lanzan coming away with it. A deep one will be retrieved by Flem. Again, way there in the back. Just denying every single clear or pass that tries to come through. He is there for the grab. That said, he does need to get into goal rather quickly here. Does manage to do so. And now a pass from the bottom into the top. And he does manage to drop at the 16 meter per second throw for Pyro. Continuing to be red hot across the last 2 or 3 matches now that they've had over the weeks. So, and also bears mentioning Enderslot, the assist. He's got 4 assists. So indeed, all these shots being spoon-fed just about by Enders. So gotta love that kind of team play here. Enders and Anime there in the front line along with Pyro as well. Lanzan takes it back and tries to clear that through. He does so successfully. So now Lanzan and Anime for life trying for a stack, but was a Galaxy player there. Chucky managed to cause some trouble there with the stuns. But still some more turnovers will go through. Ultimately taken here now with maybe a play on the goal as the moderately speedy boost come on through. That's a backboard shot will be retrieved. A Flem, losing it. That was a weird interaction and going back into the outer edge of that bubble now. Diving all these players. Maybe no harm done. Going back for another one. Good pass. Space Force getting cut off though. And Chucky Joseph looking for a clear there. I think it was Faircar maybe with that stun. Either way, a lot of disarray. And as these players describe themselves, a cluster of plays. So now just trying to muster control of the disc if they can. But yeah, it is just frantic at the moment. This pacing. So now breaking off maybe to deny the pacing. You see Lanzan here. Chucky Joseph trying to contest, but up in the front line, it's Enderslot. So after 4 assists for Enders, he finally comes on through with some points of his own. Of course, that is to say he is more than capable of doing that at any point that he would like. Enderslot not shy at all, not bashful when it comes to the offense. I mean, his first 2 points of the match so far, but at any given point, he'll hit those really deep shots from 3, from every angle. I mean, he's very skilled on that end. Over here, Lanzan doing a great job contesting some different players, and right there, finding the 3-point shot as a result. Enderslot gets the open one, but it's really full credit to Lanzan on that one, contesting 2 Galaxy players in the tunnel, gets the disc, and he finds the perfect pass for the perfectly open shot. So great team play there from Lanzan and Enders. Now Enders back-to-back. He's the one kind of receiving this these assists from his teammates now after that opener where he was just dishing it back and forth instead. But here it goes, 18
Good round.
18-5 to open this one up. And we'll take a look at those stats for you as we move on to the highlights. So first, Bears mentioning it's Pyropolar Bear. You see what I did there? It's 10 points for him, leading the way with a 10, 1 save, 2 steals, 16 stuns, also leading in those categories. For Lanzan, it's 2 assists, 3 saves, 15 stuns. Anime for Life with 3 points, 1 save, and 5 stuns. And then Enders with 5 points, 4 assists, and 11 stuns. So nice balance between the offense and the assisting for Enders. Over on Galaxy's side, it's Autistic Gamer leading with 3 points, 1 assist, 1 save, and 11 stuns. That's a mighty nice stat line for Gamer there, filling up just about every category except for steals. For Flem Enthusiast, 4 saves and countless interceptions at that midline and the back line, doing a good job defensively there. Chucky Joseph with 1 save and 11 stuns, along with Faircar, 2 points and 4 stuns. Both of them doing good work in those midlines, brawling and causing turnovers based off that, just playing the passing lanes. So off to round 2 it will be. And let's see if Galaxy can come back here. Again, they did play earlier on in the night, had themselves a very nice match against Guinness, the first round especially. Unfortunately, dealt with some tech issues that kind of made things a bit rough in that second round for them. They're kind of going 3v4. But yeah, Galaxy always improving. Always improving week to week here. And looking good so far. I mean, the passes for Galaxy, even though they haven't been able to convert on a ton of goals, the passes themselves have been good looks, connecting on a lot of them, making the right plays. But right there is Pyro Polar Bear, and he's looking to shoot that one and not make it, though, because Flem is there for his 5th save at least. So another grab there. This time a Faircar, mentioned him in his midline play, always getting those grabs. Lanzan trying to bother them those stacks, and just look at that, buying an infinite amount of time just about for Space Force to get the disc right back and then go to the midline. So nice job from Space Force, presuming that they can get this disc back. It's a bit tough at the moment because of all those brawls and grabs coming in from Galaxy. See Alacost stopping by in the chat as well, viewing this match, and welcome to it, Alacost there. Always a pleasure to see. And I'll have you know, too, we're dealing with a lot of substitute situations today. Not just yours. Just about every match, it seems, or at least 3 out of the 4, I think. But in any case, yeah, lots of subs aplenty here as Enders goes for a clear. There we go. Off the corner now, it will be Flem in the back area. Going to be contested pretty well. Trio of players there, all trying to grab the disc and contest for it. And it will be ultimately taken back by Chucky Joseph, just trying to maneuver around the wall, finding Faircar there. And now a deep shot, maybe going for that ramp. Could be good. It's close, but not quite enough juice to find its way into the goal for the 3. So instead, Pyro Polar Bear, who was already hot, had those 10 points to open up round 1. Looking to continue it here for Space Force as Galaxy retreats into the defensive end. So now Anime for Life, looking for the assist. A very willing teammate in his own right. Ender's looking for one more pass and a soft shot, underhanding it. Pyro Polar Bear. And that will be, in fact, another assist for Ender. He's up to 5 on the night to match his 5 points. So very effective play there for Space Force. And yeah, Alacost saying it was explained to me by Swift, and yep, it was. I definitely understand and sympathize at the same time. So we're definitely already addressing said things, in the mod and admin channels and things like that. As I said, it's one of those things where the feedback will matter, and I think it is something that really deserves adjustment and looking into regarding sub rules. So I don't have a timetable for when we'll announce anything, but I can confirm we're definitely already investigating, I guess. Is that what officials say? Is that what I'm supposed to say as an admin? We're investigating. It seems like an admin thing to say. But yeah, we actually are. So don't worry. It shall be addressed sooner or later. Hopefully sooner. So a missed shot on the other end will result here in Space Force with a chance. Pyro Polar Bear looking to dance with the goalie. Gets it right on through for the 4th point here. A lower scoring second round. Only, what, 3.5 minutes in, I think, right? Yeah, so lower scoring. Galaxy unfortunately couldn't quite get the shot earlier, but they're still well within reach. If we can see more of those great passes that we did see in that opening round. So over here, it's Enders looking for a pass that's actually going to get right into the hands of Faircar. Couldn't. Never mind. I completely lied. You know what? We've seen, I think, a couple of these, 2 or 3 of these today alone in the streams, where I call a shot that looks wildly off, and then suddenly it goes in. So you know what? What a shot from Faircar and Galaxy, intentional or not, doesn't matter. It is 3 points, just the same, and like that, it's a 1-point game. How about it? See National Agency in there as well. Talk about subs. I know he's not a sub now, but he was at least in the first couple weeks over in Europe before joining some teams. And now right here goes off the backboard. Pardon me for not recalling which team that was, but there's as I said, a lot of roster shifting in Europe right now. It seems like over the last couple of weeks, so it's hard to keep track sometimes. And now that shot could have been good if not for Anime for Life playing the back line. It was Chucky Joseph who shot that, I think. It was, like I said, otherwise pretty accurate. It looked like going for those bounces. Very clever. Lands in here, though. Looking to deliver one right off the backboard. Nice recognition there. Saw the defense approaching from behind, from in front. So what did he do? Just work the disc right around them. Went off the backboard in a place that they could not save it. So nice shot there from Lanzan. And another assist yet to Enders. Now with 6. But yeah, just a lot of players. I don't know if you noticed too, as I'll get back to that thought in a second. Autistic Gamer losing the disc to Lanzan and a fling out. I don't know if you noticed too, because that entire stream earlier where the game was postponed, I basically sat there talking for half an hour or so. And I was mentioning things about the league, the new players, the new subs, things like that. And then after that stream ended, we got like 3 or 4 new people signing themselves to league substitutes. So oh, nice shot there from Pyro Polar Bear. 8-3 now for them. Another assist to Enders. He is just on fire in terms of the spoon feeding tonight. Right on top of the assist game. But yeah, so anyway, despite the delays and then the postponement, we still got some productive things out of that stream. Several new league subs, and I think even since then we've also gotten another 1 or 2 new registries to the league substitutes. So I think we're up to something like 43 maybe, as that one just goes in for a 3, but we'll miss it unfortunately. Right there, Chucky almost had a good look, but dove upon by the Space Force players, knocking it out. But then a pass down low, just too strong on that one. Anime for Life looking to recover. Faircar contesting, just missing. And now looking for a clear. But got to be aware because Galaxy's been doing a great job of recovering a lot of these shots, recovering a lot of these clears, in fact. And look, deep in that back line is Flem. Oh, that's going to sail right close again. That is the second time in this match that Flem has had almost a heart attack, or at least I've almost had a heart attack, because we've seen that disc go so close into the goal off of clear. But now maybe looking in the clear for a one-on-one opportunity. Pyro, oh, the juke, but not the oob. Instead, it's an oops, as he will recollect himself, try for one more, losing that disc, and it will miss. So almost the moves for them, though. Space Force still on the chance to score, but now a great grab by Flem. Diving out, sending it clear out. You gotta love that defensive play from Galaxy. Enders having it taken away. Some more defense, this time from Faircar. A deep shot will perhaps be off, but looking for the regrabs. Exactly what they need to do. Looking for the shot, and it does go through. Chucky Joseph bringing it to a 2-point match here. Great boost and great shot let loose. 2-point game, little over 2 minutes left in this one. So still anyone's chance to take this one away. So Anime for Life. And speaking on the sub situation too, I don't have confirmation for sure as I haven't been able to open the stream, but I think on Adrenaline VRML Channel 1, I believe not Chuck Norris is substituting from what I was told. He had just registered as a sub about an hour ago. And for those who don't know, not Chuck Norris, I reckon one of the one of the best, what's the word? Not pub players who haven't done comp to my knowledge. I don't, at least not in a while. He may have done some in season 2 of VRL. I'm not positive, but either way, he's one of those players who's extremely skilled, but we haven't seen a lot of it, a lot of him. Excuse me. As that shot goes through for Pyro, so taking him up now 10-6. That's a very timely shot. But yeah, not seeing a lot of Chuck in competition overall, and there's been a lot of players like that, including, you know, right here on Space Force between Anime for Life and I suppose Pyro Polar Bear. Again, I'm not super familiar with him, but apparently the second most games played. It's been a good while since I've been in pubs, so that would explain that. But that's what it means, seeing these players who are otherwise very good in public games, and then seeing what they can do here in private matches, in competitive matches, and they've all been impressing and just getting better every single week. Looking anything but weak. But that said, there's 40 seconds left. Galaxy just trying their best to get this disc back. They got a little time, but just about out of the realm of reach as we reach this 30 seconds mark. So indeed, it'll be tough, but going in there for a shot. That could, if that goes in, that was kind of close. There's still a rebounder there. It will be Chucky bothering. Couldn't get the disc back, so now that will indeed close off the gap here in terms of a comeback situation. But still looking for maybe a couple more points. Chucky Joseph going down low. Great pass. Great shot. Assisted Chucky Joseph assisting Autistic Gamer. That's a great way to close it out for them. Like I said, I've been super impressed overall with Galaxy's passing, especially around the bubble. They're really looking for the right passing plays, and it's bought them, you know, especially in the second round. I mean,
Did the game just crash? What's happening?
it's gotten them a very nice
Why is it all dark, dude?
round. Only 2-point differential here, despite the victory for Space
I've never
Force.
seen it like that.
So as we roll out to the round end screen, take a look here on the stat line. It's going to be Pyro Polar Bear, ridiculously on fire from offense. No assist. Doesn't matter because you know who had a lot of assists was Enders, but we'll get to him in a second. Pyro Polar Bear continuing his absolute hot streak with 18 points, 1 save, 4 steals, 29 stuns. Lanzan with 2 points, 2 assists, 3 saves, 1 steal, 22 stuns, filling up every category. Had some nice mid lane defense in there, kind of anchoring down for his team. Anime for Life, just the same. Great teammate and midline player tonight in particular, just because of his hot teammates. But 3 points, 1 assist, 2 saves, and 16 stuns for him. Enders with 5 points, a gnarly 8 assists, and I mean that in the best of ways for Ender slot. Gotta love those kind of assist numbers. Don't see them often. 2 saves and 18 stuns. Over on Galaxy, it's a Faircar with 5 points, Autistic Gamer with 5 points, as well as 2 assists, 2 saves, and 21 stuns. Flem with 7 saves, just a multitude of intercepts and steals. Speaking of steals, it's Faircar with 4 steals for himself as well as an assist and 11 stuns. So great effort all around from Galaxy. And that makes 2 matches in a row where at least one of their rounds here, they face, facing off against Guinness and then against Space Force. They've had some really strong rounds where it was a very close game. So couldn't quite finish it off for those victories. But as I said, the improvement is definitely apparent there. And yeah, good games to them. And also shout out to Autistic Gamer for coming in and just playing very well. Subbing for them here twice today. So with that said and done, that should be the conclusion of our matches tonight. Go update myself over on VRML 1. It seems like indeed there is still 4 minutes left, so why not? I will send a raid over to VRML 1, and people can pick up on the latter portion of this match unfolding. But until then, I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League Channel 2. And yeah, have yourselves a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Busy day ahead.